My name is Ahmed. We are going to discuss animal communication system in this video. Probably you have heard some questions related to animal communication system. These are, for example, do animals have their own communication system? Can animals talk? Or that are animals being able to communicate as we humans do? Or another question, that is language the only exclusive property of human species? These all are the questions related with human communication system or animal communication system. So before going to study this phenomena, this whole process of language communication system, we have to first identify about what are types of communication system, or the idea that is communication system exist without language. This is something which is bit of philosophical, but more about linguistics phenomena of mammals. So we know that we have two senses of talk. For example, if someone utter, it has two senses of you can say that speech. The first is basically simple utterance, like a baby of 2-3 years old utter a word such as water or mama. Another simple type of utterance is that when an animal such as dog barks or a bird sings a song. These all are the utterance, and this is basically simple types of utterance. That means animals or mammals use their vocal organs to utter some sound. Another type of utterance is basically the use of language in a meaningful utterance. That means that humans are capable of uttering some sounds or words in a meaningful way. It has an impact when humans utter some sound. It has a meaning, and it also has some impact on its listener. Coming towards the animal communication system, we know that most of the animals can talk in the first sense, or you can say that probably all animals except humans, which are social animals, but most of the animals are being able to talk in first sense of utterance. That means they can simply utter words and utter some sound, but they are not meaningful as we humans utter some sound. As we are going to discuss the animal communication system, we comes with some difficult problems, like what should we calculate as communication system. For example, if some humans don't utter sounds meaningfully, but they do utter some sounds as such as when dog barks or bird sings, so these all are utterance, but are they meaningful, or are they basically type of animal communication system? It is very difficult to calculate or count that what is basically communication system in animal and what is communication system in human language, if we just compare both of the communication system. So let's first discuss that what are the animal communication system and on which features animal communication system is designed. Coming towards animal communication system, so we know that most animals possess some kind of signaling communication system. However, communication is usually between animals of single species, but it can also happen between two animals of different species. We have found that animals communicate using signals, which can include, for example, these are some means of communication. For example, visual, auditory, chemical, tactical, electrical, and surface vibrations. These all are the means of communication systems which usually animals use in their communication with another animal. Coming towards the first communication system of animals, which is the visual signals. These are basically some movement, posture, or some facial expression. If I say that you have probably seen that many animals threaten if we just disturb their peace. So this is their visual communication system, and they just convey us some communication that if we just close to these animals, they might attack us. So this is basically a visual communication system based on body posture and their style of their facial expression and so forth. Coming towards another communication system, which is auditory communication system. This system is also similar with the communication system that humans possess. These systems include the vocal sounds, the sounds basically the utterance created by their vocal organs. For example, the sounds created by all animals, including a lion, elephant, duck even, or even a bird. These all utter sounds by their vocal organs. This is basically auditory system. Another communication system is basically based on odor or chemical communication. For example, some animals erupt some molecules or chemicals in order to communicate with other individual animals. These chemical eruptions are known as pheromones. Pheromones are involved in identification of area, marking territory, and alarm the spreading conditions or any about predator. Another communication system is known as tactical communication system. It is basically transmitted in the form of physical contact. For example, touch signals. This is called tactical communication. Antennas of ant, the most examples of a tactical communication system is you have seen some ants in a group communicating through their tentacles, through their antennas. These are basically antennas of ants. Another is honeybee. Honeybee involved in this process of often hold and frequently cuddle their young ones in order to establish a bond between them. Coming towards another communication system, which is electrical signal. This is most presently in marine life. Electrical communication system is a means of communication which used by some fishes, basically torpedo, electric ray, and sharks. These all have some electric receptors and they use in communication. For example, shark can detect their electric field produced by prey fish, flatfish, that are buried in sand by a special organ called ampulla. So this is usually basically present in electric communication system being present in marine life. Another sort of communication system used by some animals instead of human language as we human do, but their communication is bit changed, such as surface vibrators. In some animals, information may be communicated by the patterns of surface vibration. For example, water spiders send out ripples of certain frequency and the receptive female respond by moving towards the source. Some cannibalistic male spider vibrates threads of web of this prospect partner, communicating that it is not the prey. That means communication is being present in animals, but what is the factor is that communication is ongoing without language, and these all communication are based on some surface vibrations through some chemical eruption, some tentacles, and through touching to one another animals. That means communication system is possible and we have another example that when early humans communicate, they have their sign language. This is not actually the language we are not now using today, but it is basically early stage of language. So now coming towards, as we have found out that animals do have communication system without language, now it's time to distinguish that why animals don't have language instead of their communication system. So this is just a comparison of animal communication system and human communication system. So we have to compare human language system and animal language system to realize what are the lackings in animal communication system that stop them to use communication system as we human are using. So what are the some design features of human language system that are totally distinguishable from animal communication system? A famous language expert famously named as Charles Hockett has identified some characteristics that we shared all humans and some are shared with animals. Although some of the features that human communication system possess are unique and not shared by animal communication system. These are some which I am going to discuss one by one. Coming towards the features of human communication system that is most distinguishable from animal communication system. These are generally present in animal communication too, but some of the features are only present in human communication system. Apart from this, there is another phenomena that is only related with humans and not by animals. Coming towards what are the features, some of the features that I am going to discuss one by one is, for example, a vocal auditory channel. Vocal auditory channel is basically a vocal organ that helps animals to utter some words. This is also applied to humans, and so we are communicating with each other by the help of our larynx and pharynx. Coming towards the arbitrariness, that means that whatever we utter are not directly linked with the object. That means there is no direct relation of object and sound utterance. That is, probably you can say that animals do utter some words. Basically all the utterance of animals are also arbitrary. Coming towards semanticity. Semanticity is the feature that also present in animals, but more often it is used by humans and it is more meaningfully used by humans. Coming towards cultural transmission, this is also present in animals. For example, it is said that some birds are learn their songs by their forefathers or by their parents. This is more often used by animals too, that we are culturally transmitted all the idioms, proverbs and other language stuff. Another is spontaneous usage. This is the fundamental factor that is being present in animal, but it is also present in human communication system. This is basically a spontaneous usage. A spontaneous usage is basically the utterance of words on the basis of need. For example, we have found that animals only utter when they have to fulfill their tummy, or that means they have to take some food. But humans are not only utter spontaneously, but they also utter whenever they wish to. But we have seen that animals are only capable of using spontaneous usage when it is in their needs. Another basic feature of animal communication system is basically turn taking. It is a very common phenomena in human language. It is also related to some civilization stuff. For example, whenever I say something like I say how are you, I must stop and then I wait for the reply. Basically this is turn taken, and we cannot expect from the animals to hold the turn and wait and after reply. So it is basically, you can say that, totally human phenomena, but some researchers have found that some animals, especially some mammals, are using this feature of turn taking in the evolutionary period. Another factor is duality. Duality, you can say that, too present in animals. Duality is basically simple feature of human communication system, that we have some phonemes, some basic human sound, such as a, ba, sa, da. These are basically sounds, but duality comes when we use these sounds in order to make some word. For example, if I use the word dog, so we first have some phoneme sounds such as D, O, G. Then we combine it to have a word dog. This is basically duality of a language, that animals do have duality in their basic features of language. These all are basically some fundamental features. Another feature is basically structure dependence. Structure dependence is you can say that a simple formula, a finite formula that we are dependent on it, but by using this structure, we can create infinite sentences. For example, if I say that I will go to Karachi or I will go to New York, that for this structure I can make infinite sentences. This phenomena is also absent in human communication system. Coming towards the another main important phenomena is basically ability to read intention. This is also, you can say, that present in animals, but we humans are more capable or more intelligent in using this feature. We humans are very much intelligent to judge any of our partner or human without communicating it, just by judging its body language or its feature. That means we can read it intention before using communication system. We can say that animals do use it, but we humans are more capable in reading this, in using this phenomena. If I say that I feel cold, that means I am telling someone that please turn off the fan or turn off the air conditioning. So this is basically read intention feature more used by humans. So there are some other basic features that only present in human communication system. These are, for example, prevarication, learnability and reflectiveness. Let's take first example of prevarication. So far a human has been capable to even tell a lie. This basic feature is only present in humans, the prevarication. You can say that we are not going to expect from animals to tell a lie, but this prevarication factor is only present in human communication system. Another is basically learnability. We humans are being able to learn things for so many years, or you can say that for a minimum time, for days and for hours. But this also not present in animal human communication system. But few biologists have so far studied that there are few animals like elephants who can remember things for a long time. Another factor is reflectiveness. As human history has been progressed and whole human evolution process has been taken, we humans through our social practice being able to invent a feature of reflectiveness. Like all over the history that we have gone through, we humans become able to discuss all over the things that being present in our history. For example, discussion about religion, even discussion about own language, as I am talking about language. So this is the only ability that we can that is only present in human communication system, and we become so much intelligent that we are talking about all over our experience and whatever we are thinking about. For example, the philosophical topic, the sociology, even about our own biological reasonings and so forth. So these all are the basic features which are not, you can say that, present in human animal communication system. Take the example of learnability. There is an insect bee. You can say that bees are able to learn things for short time. Even elephants are too, as I have mentioned before, but bees are more able to use this function in order to detect the source of nectar. The famous bee man named Carl von Fritzsche, he noted that worker bees normally give information about horizontal distance and directions of a source of nectar. If bee communication in any sense is open, then a worker bee should be able to inform the other bees about vertical distance and direction of. Carl von Fritzsche finds that bees are able to learn things for short time. But you can say that the bees social practice is very limited. So therefore, the location of nectar, if just displaced from anywhere from top, it would not be possible for bees to even memorize this, because their communication is limited and they only express communication through Wangle dance and round dance to inform other bees about the source of nectar. So this is the ability being present in animal communication system, especially in bees, the learnability. Now coming towards our last part of video, it is about that humans are being teaching animals to learn their language. Several attempts had been made in the past about that humans have been teaching animals to their language. For example, there were dozens of attempts made to teach language to animals over the 50 years, and so the humans have been trying to teach animals their language. There are so many examples where humans were failed to discover and even to know that animals are not able to learn their language. For example, take the example of apes, Vashu and Nim. Humans try to teach the language, but eventually they fail. Another example from the several of example is the chimp acquired by Kethi and Ketha in 1947. It's also rest in disapproving that they also not become able to speak humans language. So there are so many attempts have been made by humans when they try to teach animals their language. They always fail to recognize that this is not going to be done ever in history, that animals are not going to learn human language. Now coming towards what are the factors that made animals not to speak human language as we human are speaking. As I have talked about so many basic features that only present in human communication system and not present in animal communication system. One of the basic you can say that practice that only done by humans is basically the social practice. So far in history, it is only humans that are socially practicing and not dependent on nature. One point of view which is so much you can say that apparent and widely accepted between anthropologists is the Marxist notion of language. Human is a social animal, we know that, and it has been millions of years that human is talking to other humans. In long course of history, humans evolved themselves and reduced dependence on nature. In doing so, they put labor collectively to transform nature for their livelihood. And this is the only humans who done this, but not animals. As animals only work on their instinct. For example, if they feel hungry, they're just going to hunt animal to just fulfill their tummy. And after that, they just take relax and just reproduce of their offsprings. But for humans, this is not only this. For example, humans have made their social tools for production. You can simply say that means of production. For example, they have made knife, sickle, hammer, etc. So basically, it is only human that have done social practice. And in history, we have found that human social practice evolved then to be Homo sapiens. So in order to transform the nature, human gradually started making tools of production for feeding themselves. In this way, they have to communicate more often. Similarly, as their social practice boosted up, the need for better communication system started increasing. Progressively, as their social practice increased, at the same time evolution in their vocal organs also started, with accordance with their brain evolution. This phenomena simultaneously happened, and from poor communication system of sign language to more enhanced communication system of proper language have adopted by humans, which is the product of collective human labor. So as we have just found out some basic fundamental differences in human communication system and animal communication system according with their social practices. I hope you like this video. Thank you.